Hello, everyone, and welcome to a rainy day tour of the flower gardens in the month of June here on Garden Profiler. Before we get started, could you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button so we can help grow the channel? I would appreciate that. Also, if you like this video, also hit the like button. Now, despite the gray clouds and gentle drizzle, this unique experience promises to immerse you in a magical beauty of nature. This is where I had my lilies earlier this year. Now the spring flowers are coming up. We have Sweet Williams. This is what it looked like earlier this year with the lilies on both sides. Now we have the lupins coming up, doing a fantastic job. And the foliage of the lilies, we left them because that's what gives the buds the energy for next year's bloom. As we walk along the garden paths, you will discover that raindrops have an enchanting way of enhancing the allure of gardens, breathing new life into vibrant blooms and creating an atmosphere of tranquility. These are the lupins. This is Russell out in the rain with me. Sweet Williams, always a showstopper. So let's keep wandering through the glistening foliage and colorful petals, looking for hidden blooming treasures that thrive under the refreshing touch of rain. Please don't forget to hit that like button. This here is the gas plant. So beautiful. The colors go well with the Sweet William. I'm going to give you a different angle of that bed right here. All the spring colors. Most of the green foliage you're seeing will be bee balm. It's not in bloom yet. But right now the gas plant is, and it's beautiful. Gas plants, Sweet Williams, and lupins. They're running the show right now. This is a view looking into the vegetable section. Looking back. We're going to keep moving forward. Here I planted some calendula from seed. These were planted from seedlings, grown from seed. Once you plant from seed, you never really get to see the beauty of your plants right away. As they mature and grow and flower, then you get the which is quite exciting, having to wait for it. Here we have the oriental poppies, probably complaining a little bit about the amount of rain they're getting. They look drooped. We'll take you closer. It's beautiful watching the rain on the petals, the drops of water on the petals. It's always nice to take a walk in the garden in the rain. It is totally magical. It's different. It's just as enjoyable on a nice sunny day. Here we see the oriental poppies in the different stages of the bloom cycle. Full bloom. This one is in full bloom, trying to look away from the rain. We have others still in bud, not yet open, and those which have already dropped the petals, and this little crown, poppy crown, is visible. So past, future, and present. Here we have the bearded iris. Also, we have a pink oriental poppy right there. I can't remember seeing that one last year, but I'm really happy that it showed up this year. Maybe it was here last year and I forgot. But in this pot, I have canna lilies and more calendula. There's always a lot of weeding to be done. This is not a pristine, perfectly manicured, perfectly cut garden. If you're looking for weeds, trust me, you will find them. And some things you may consider to be a weed, but I don't. So this area last year, we had a lot of snow damage underneath the pines, so we had to raise the canopies. So behind the empty area, I started planting up some Rudbeckia and other lovely plants to fill up the area. And in the middle, here we have the hostas. Not in the middle, this is the edge. This is my hosta. And right here I planted some impatiens in the bare area, which you won't see yet because they were planted from seedlings. More hostas, more ferns. And this little bud right here, it just had a name change. It used to be known as sedum, but now it's known as hylotheum. It also has name as a live forever plant. So more hostas. Now we're going to the other side of the garden, the north side of the garden. All these white flowers you're seeing on the lawn, it's clover. We left them so that the bees could have a drink. Let's take one more look on the south side before we head over to the north side of the garden. I hope you're enjoying this video so far, and if you are, please hit that like button, and also don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. So now we're crossing over onto the north side of the garden, and the star of the show on this side would be the Sweet William. In those concrete pots, all are planted up with canna lilies and impatiens, all of them. All those plants, most of those plants here, at least 90% of those plants here were grown from seed. So we have the Sweet William, yarrow, sneezewort, hollyhocks, and these were grown from seed. And I also have some hydrangea which I bought and I propagated from one plant. We have some spirea, which is going to make an appearance soon. That was also bought. And I think, yeah, if memory serves, these were the only two plants that were bought on this side. It's hard to differentiate each, but this right here is we passing the hollyhock. On the back there is a Virginia creeper. It doesn't look like much now on the back fence, but in the autumn it's beautiful. And here we have some hollyhocks coming up. A little bit of Sweet William giving color to that green area. A hydrangea at the back, and some sneezewort looking very fern-like. And in this pot I planted the canna lily a little too early and it got burnt by frost. But in here is the impatiens and canna lily. We're going over to the comfrey plant. This is common comfrey in bloom with its glistening leaves, almost like it's smiling. It looks lovely. And next to it is something you may consider to be, some people might consider to be a weed. It's motherswort, but it's a medicinal plant right there, so she stays. So we have motherswort right here in the frame, and here we have comfrey. And over here is the moon garden. I'm just giving you a close-up of some of the plants. There's also Sweet Williams here. So we have ferns. The moon garden is a garden where it has majority of white flowers, white or silver flowers, and of course green foliage. But there should be no pink or bright colors in the moon garden. And it as well is a work in progress. I'm happy that you're here with me as I build this garden into something spectacular. You're here from the ground almost, from the beginning. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video. if you enjoy it, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.